What if the biggest discovery in human history has already happened, and most people simply ignored it? For decades, strange evidence has been quietly accumulating across archaeology, astronomy, physics, and even biology. Ancient structures that shouldn't exist, objects entering our solar system that behave unlike anything we've ever seen, mathematical patterns hidden inside the laws of reality itself, and government officials making claims that only a few years ago would have ended careers. Most people assume alien theories belong in science fiction. But some of the theories you're about to hear were proposed by respected scientists, astronomers, Nobel Prize winners, and intelligence officials, not because they wanted attention, because the evidence led them somewhere uncomfortable. Some of these ideas are probably wrong, some might be partially true, and one of them suggests humanity may be approaching a moment that every advanced civilization eventually faces, a moment that could determine our future forever. This is our countdown of the 10 alien theories that continue to disturb scientists around the world. And trust me, the final theory is by far the most frightening. Number 10. The ancient astronaut theory. When people think of ancient civilizations, they imagine primitive tools, limited knowledge, and centuries of slow progress. But there is a problem. The physical evidence doesn't always match that story. Scattered across the world are monuments that appear far more advanced than they should. The Great Pyramid of Giza contains approximately 2.3 million stone blocks. Some weigh as much as 80 tons. Even today, engineers debate how such massive structures could have been assembled with such precision. Then there's Pumapunku in Bolivia. Massive stone blocks carved with geometric accuracy that seems almost impossible for the tools officially attributed to the builders. The cuts are clean, the angles are exact, the symmetry is astonishing. Thousands of miles away in Peru, the walls of Sacsayhuaman present another mystery. Gigantic stones weighing more than 100 tons fit together with such precision that a sheet of paper cannot slide between them. No mortar, no cement, just perfect stonework. Supporters of the ancient astronaut theory argue that these structures may preserve evidence of outside assistance, not magical assistance, technological assistance. According to the theory, an advanced extraterrestrial civilization visited Earth thousands of years ago and shared knowledge with early humans. Mainstream archaeologists reject that conclusion, but the questions remain. How were these structures built? Why do some ancient achievements appear isolated from the technology surrounding them? And why do similar mysteries appear on multiple continents? Whether the answer involves aliens or not, one thing is clear. Our ancestors may have known far more than we currently understand. But the next theory doesn't involve ancient civilizations at all. It suggests something even stranger. What if reality itself isn't real? Number 9. The simulation hypothesis. Imagine waking up tomorrow and discovering that everything you've ever known, every city, every mountain, every star in the sky, even your own thoughts, are part of an unimaginably advanced simulation. It sounds like science fiction, but in 2003, Oxford philosopher Nick Bostrom proposed an argument so logically powerful that many scientists still struggle to dismiss it. His reasoning was simple. If advanced civilizations eventually develop the ability to simulate entire realities populated by conscious beings, and if they run millions or billions of those simulations, then simulated minds would vastly outnumber original biological minds. Statistically speaking, that would mean the odds of us being the real civilization become incredibly small. But that's only where the theory begins. Some physicists have pointed to strange mathematical patterns embedded within reality itself. Others have noted that the universe behaves in surprisingly digital ways. Quantum particles appear to render information only when observed. Physical laws operate through strict mathematical rules. Reality sometimes looks less like chaos and more like software. If that's true, then every unexplained anomaly takes on a completely different meaning. What if strange sightings aren't visitors? What if they're administrators? What if glitches aren't accidents? What if they're system updates? And if we are living inside a simulation, the most important question isn't who created it, it's why.
because whatever created this reality is operating on a level we can't even begin to comprehend. And the next theory suggests those creators may already be watching us. Number 8. The zoo hypothesis. Imagine walking through a wildlife preserve. The animals don't know you're there. They continue living their lives completely unaware that they're being observed. Now, imagine humanity occupying the role of those animals. This is the zoo hypothesis. First proposed by astronomer John Ball, the theory offers a chilling solution to one of science's greatest mysteries. If intelligent alien civilizations exist, why haven't they contacted us? According to the zoo hypothesis, they already know we're here. They're simply choosing not to interfere. Just as biologists avoid contaminating isolated ecosystems, advanced civilizations may follow strict rules regarding developing worlds. Earth could be under observation, protected, quarantined, studied. The silence we interpret as emptiness may actually be deliberate restraint. And the most disturbing part, the observation might not be permanent. Perhaps there is a test, a threshold. A moment when young civilizations prove they are ready for contact. Every technological leap, every scientific breakthrough, every step toward becoming a spacefaring species could be part of an evaluation process we never agreed to join. And if that's true, what happens when we finally pass? The answer may already have entered our solar system. Number 7. Oumuamua, the messenger from another star. In October 2017, astronomers detected something extraordinary. An object was moving through our solar system, but unlike every asteroid and comet observed before it, this one wasn't here. It came from interstellar space. They named it Oumuamua, a Hawaiian word meaning messenger arriving first from afar. At first, it seemed like a routine discovery. Then, scientists began analyzing the data, and everything became strange. Oumuamua accelerated unexpectedly. It displayed no visible comet tail. It released no detectable gas. Its shape appeared unusually extreme, long, thin, unlike any known object in our solar system. One by one, natural explanations were proposed, and one by one, they struggled to explain all the observations. Then, Harvard astronomer Avi Loeb suggested something controversial. Maybe Oumuamua wasn't natural. Maybe it was artificial. Perhaps a probe, a light sail, a piece of technology crossing the darkness between stars. Most scientists remain skeptical, but one fact remains. We observed an object that behaved unlike anything we've seen before. It entered our solar system, surveyed the neighborhood, and left. If it was a probe, then somewhere, something now possesses a complete report about our planet. And that possibility becomes even stranger when we look much closer to home. Number 6. The Black Knight Satellite. What if something has been watching Earth for thousands of years? Not from another star, not from another galaxy, but from orbit. Stories surrounding the so-called Black Knight satellite stretch back more than a century. The mystery begins with strange radio signals reported by Nikola Tesla. Years later came unexplained long-delayed echoes. Then reports of unidentified objects occupying unusual orbits. Supporters of the theory believe these events are connected. According to the legend, an ancient artificial satellite has silently orbited Earth for millennia, monitoring, waiting, listening. Skeptics argue that the evidence is weak and often misunderstood, yet the story refuses to disappear because deep down, people find the idea impossible to ignore. A machine, patient beyond imagination, watching civilizations rise and fall, waiting for humanity to reach a specific moment in its development. But if alien intelligence is already here, perhaps it's not in orbit at all. Perhaps it's somewhere we rarely explore. Number 5. Undersea alien bases. When people imagine extraterrestrials, they look toward the stars. Maybe that's our mistake. More than 70% of Earth's surface lies beneath the oceans, and much of it remains unexplored. We've mapped parts of Mars more thoroughly than sections of our own seafloor. For decades, military personnel, sailors, and pilots have reported encounters with unidentified submerged objects, objects moving underwater at astonishing speeds, objects entering and exiting the ocean without visible disturbance, objects performing maneuvers beyond known technology. The theory is simple.
What if advanced intelligence established bases beneath Earth's oceans long ago? The deep sea offers everything a hidden civilization might need: energy, isolation, protection, and nearly perfect concealment. If something wanted to observe humanity without being discovered, the ocean would be an ideal hiding place. Because while humanity stares toward distant galaxies, we may be overlooking the largest unexplored frontier on our own planet. But what if the greatest mystery isn't hidden in the ocean? What if it's hidden inside us? Number 4. The engineered genome. Every living organism on Earth shares the same fundamental genetic language. From bacteria to whales, from insects to humans, the same basic code connects all life. For most scientists, this points toward a common evolutionary origin. But some researchers have wondered whether there's another possibility. What if life on Earth was intentionally seeded? This concept is known as directed panspermia, the idea that an advanced civilization deliberately spread life throughout the cosmos. One of the most famous supporters was Francis Crick, the co-discoverer of DNA structure. Not a French thinker, a Nobel Prize-winning scientist. Crick believed certain aspects of biology were difficult to explain through chance alone. Today, the theory remains controversial, yet it raises a fascinating question. If intelligent beings engineered life on Earth, then every living cell carries their signature. Every heartbeat, every thought, every human being would be part of a design millions of years in the making. And if that's true, then the universe may be far more crowded than we think, which brings us to a terrifying possibility. Maybe everyone out there is hiding. Number 3. The dark forest. The universe should be overflowing with life. There are billions of stars, billions of planets, countless opportunities for intelligent civilizations to emerge. So where is everybody? One answer may be far darker than most people imagine. The dark forest theory compares the universe to a forest at night. Every civilization is a hunter moving silently through the trees. Nobody knows who can be trusted. Nobody knows who poses a threat. And nobody can afford to take chances. In such an environment, revealing your location becomes dangerous because the safest strategy isn't communication. It's silence. According to this theory, advanced civilizations hide, and when they detect another civilization exposing itself, they eliminate the threat before it grows stronger. Suddenly, the silence of space becomes understandable. Not comforting, terrifying. The universe isn't empty. Everyone is simply afraid to speak. And if that's true, humanity has been doing the exact opposite, broadcasting signals into space for decades, announcing our existence, advertising our location, hoping someone answers. But what if someone already has?
Number 2. UAP disclosure. For generations, UFO reports existed on the fringe of public discussion. Then something changed. Governments began acknowledging the phenomenon. Military videos were released. Pilots spoke publicly. Officials testified before lawmakers. Objects displaying extraordinary flight characteristics entered mainstream conversation. These weren't blurry photographs from anonymous witnesses. These were documented encounters involving trained military personnel and advanced sensor systems. The implications were enormous, because if even a fraction of these observations represent genuine unknown technology, then humanity is facing something unprecedented. Maybe it's foreign technology, maybe it's natural phenomenon, or maybe it's something else entirely, something not created by any civilization we know. For the first time in modern history, the question is no longer whether unidentified phenomena exist. The question is what they are. And that uncertainty leads directly to our final theory, the one many scientists consider the most important of all. Number 1, the Great Filter. Of all the theories on this list, none is more frightening, because this one isn't just about aliens, it's about us. The Great Filter attempts to answer a simple question. Why does the universe appear silent? Its answer is brutal. Somewhere between the birth of a civilization and its expansion across the stars, there exists a barrier, a wall, a test so deadly that almost nobody survives it. Maybe the filter lies in our past. Perhaps intelligent life is unbelievably rare. If so, humanity is extraordinarily lucky. But what if the filter lies ahead? What if every civilization eventually reaches a technological stage where it destroys itself? Artificial intelligence, biotechnology, nuclear weapons, uncontrolled climate collapse, unknown cosmic dangers. Any one of these could be the obstacle that ends countless civilizations. And if that's true, then the silence of the cosmos is not a mystery. It's a warning. Every dead civilization leaves behind the same message, not through words, but through absence, because no one is left to speak. And perhaps the most unsettling possibility of all is that advanced civilizations already know this. They've seen species reach this point before, again and again and again. Which means somewhere out there, something may already know whether humanity survives what comes next. The night sky looks silent, but silence is information. Silence is evidence, and sometimes silence is the loudest warning of all.